Okay, so setting up the tripod, you'll want to unclick all the legs and have them fully extended. Like so. And then click them back in. So that they're stable. Then you'll spread the legs out as wide as you need them. Don't need them that wide. You'll want this part around your chin area. So if you're a little taller, you'll need to twist out this part. See that? If you're taller, you'll need to twist out this little key part so it's loose, and then you can push up that part to whatever height. Just try and keep the this little piece at your chin level. Okay. Okay, and then you want to take out this little piece that's up here. So you'll just unclip it with this little piece. It's on the side. Unclip that, and it'll come out like so. Then you'll screw that onto the camera. And you'll want to make sure that it says, so this is a little wrong. You'll want to make sure that it has 2 lenses that it has right there pointed towards the camera, towards the lens. Okay, and then you'll attach the camera back on. So this part that has this, the fatter part of this goes towards these staplers, or levelers, which is this little green liquid thing with a bubble. Okay, click that back in. Okay, and then you'll want, so you have these two. You'll want to take the top one and pull it all the way over, like so. So it's behind the battery of the camera. And you'll want to make sure you level out 2 of the levelers, which to do so you just need to get the bubble in between the black lines. Doesn't need to be perfect, but just in between those 2 black lines. You can check the levelers periodically while recording, but as long as the video looks straight, it's good. Okay. Then here, let me lower this some. Then the next part, you don't want to turn on the camera yet. So you'll take this microphone and you'll see this little back part of the camera where it says Mini Advanced Shoe. You'll want to take that little cap off and plug this microphone into that area, like so. See this little area back here? I want to plug that in. You might need to put some effort into it. Okay. And then you'll want to turn this part that's up here so it's tight and secure. And then you'll want to remove this back piece, and you'll see some, you'll see this little switch with different settings. So I would say to just turn it to shotgun for when you're focusing on an individual person. If you're focusing on the whole panel, I would say change it to 90 degree. And if you're trying to get everyone in the room, change it to 120 degree. And then just put that back on in case there's air conditioning, so the breeze isn't getting really picked up. Then you'll want to turn on the camera by powering it on. Okay, now it's powered on. You'll want to have at least taken off the cap for the camera. And you'll want to put on this little lens protector so there's no glare while recording, just by twisting that on. You also want to make sure you plug in the camera to an outlet. So you'll have this little piece, and if you can see, there's this little back part right next to the battery on the right side, all the way in the bottom, where you can plug it in to get some power to it. Okay. And to focus, if the camera's not automatically focusing, you want to manually focus by just turning this part. Let's see, what other pieces would you need? So then, if you're doing the live stream, you want to take this wire that has the mini HDMI, and you want to just plug it in to here, like so. And the other end of that HDMI will go into your computer. If you're wanting to listen to the audio while you're recording, you'll just plug in some headphones. They're not there. You'll plug in some headphones. There it is. You'll just want to plug in some headphones into this little slot. So you'll just pop that up, and there's the headphone jack for it. Okay, and then to record the video, you'll just press the big red button over here on the right side of the camera, and you'll see a red dot come up on the screen. If it's not recording, it'll be a green dot with a green pause sign to zoom in and zoom out. There's a little piece up here that has a W and a T, so you'll just move it towards W to zoom out, and you'll move it towards T to zoom in. You can see that part just right here. If I can get it. Yeah, just right here. Okay, I'm gonna remove the mic. can just see the part right here. So to zoom in, you'll move it that way. To zoom out, or to zoom in, you'll move it that way. To zoom out, you'll move it this way, and you'll see it move on the camera. Yeah, so that's it for setup. To take it all apart, unhook all the wires from it, turn off the camera. You have to turn off the camera before you're able to remove the microphone. So the mic would have been still on while you're moving that, but you'll have to power off the camera, unscrew this top part of the microphone to pull it out, and put that little protector back on. To transfer over the video from the camera onto your computer, you'll take out the SD card that's just right here. Okay, undo that part, unhook that, and unscrew this. Put the lens cap back on. Make sure to put this back on the tripod so this shoe part goes towards the levelers, and you click that back into place. You'll want to unscrew these and leave them loose, and then push this one back over to the other one. Leave those loose. And then undo all the clips on the bottom. You can push it just against the floor to close it all, and push them back and lock them back. And then put the camera back in. So put the camera in that way. Put that in over there. Put that in right there. I think it might be better. No, it wouldn't. Put that in right there. Close the bag. Zip it all up. This part. Put this into that. And set that part up. These wires back together. Put the wires first in the orange bag. Then put in the camera and zip up the orange bag, and you're all good to go. You have the camera set up and you're ready to start live streaming. You have the USB plugged into the computer, so you'll want to then go on to your streaming platform or software. The software I like to use is OBS Studios. You can find it at obsproject.com to download. So I just click on it. I already have it open. So here is what it would look like, just freshly opened. You'll have scenes, which are little parts, if you need to transition into separate cameras or whatnot. But I'll rename this scene to live stream, and I'll then start adding the sources that I would need for that scene. So I would need the camera source, which would be video capture device. Press OK on that. The camera that I'm just going to use is the HD camera, which is my computer camera. So hello. But you would see another version of it that would be like, you'd see another name that would be the camera for the actual video camera plugged in. I'll then move this all the way over so I'm actually full frame. Then I'll add an audio input capture because that's typically not used, like set up. So for this one, I'll use that, but you'll see another one again that is the video or the camera audio. So as you can see, the audio comes in right here. And I had those muted, but it would come up as everything's green. So if the audio is too loud in the room, you can always edit down. If it's too quiet, you can edit up. I typically go by if the end where it then has a stop green, if that's over in the red or like close to the red, I'll turn it down because that means it's way too loud. But you could also, so then I always turn these off because I don't want any interference of the main audio. So I'm just going to turn that off as well. So then once you have that set up, I always like right here. So I then put myself in studio mode so that there's no confusion and it doesn't instantly start up stuff. But I like to add another scene, which is the ending. It's basically my credits, and the source for that, add in media source. So then you just end stream once it's blackout on the YouTube. So you wouldn't need to actually end the stream on OBS. You just need to end the stream on YouTube, and then you can edit the video. You wouldn't need to, so you just dismiss it. And if you go onto your channel and you go to YouTube Studio, you can then go into content and live, and you can see that video is right there with all the stuff, and you can edit it all later. But so I'm just going to delete that for now. And yeah, and so then you close off OBS and pack up. And yeah, that's it.